YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop 2004. We're in the Dream Series again. Today we're doing the Gallop Dirt, running 10 furlongs on the dirt at Sunset Beach. Today's video will be featuring the great Bolero, who should stand no chance in this race. I didn't realize Great Bolero actually had a fantastic power rating. And when I say fantastic, I mean much better than what I initially thought. Because to be honest, I thought his power rating was his stamina at 57. Clearly it's not. I always knew he had a good heart rating. That's why we loved Great Bolero. We love our horses because of their heart rating, right? They've always been gutsy and always, I think, performed better than what it appeared they should have. And that's what I've always targeted too. I've always wanted horses with good heart ratings. It's the exceptions that I will look over it. Like Eastside Band, her heart rating is only 58, but she can beat the best horses in the game because of her other stats, you know? So it's like, that's an exception. So we have Stretch Burst and Tough. By Bionic Club out of Scabbit is Great Bolero. And, man, I miss this guy. Our first in-game original, or our first original, however you want to say it. Hard difficulty as always. Let's see how he does. Of course, they're going to say we're going to finish 14th, and we may. But he's not slow. He has a good power rating, and he has 90 heart, basically. So I still think we'll finish better than what we're expected. But, of course, the odds are, you know, whatever. So Formal Opera, Fast Delight. Who's the favorite? Common Earth. Common Earth, another horse that's been good since the original Gallop Racer 3. Polish Beat, actually, here. We're not far away from these horses. We're really not, man. That's the crazy thing. Again, I feel like there's some weird, like, oh, we still have a long way to go. Like, we're not that far. We're literally a couple years of consistent quality breeding away from getting these horses. That's not even like an understatement. So, I mean, you see these horses, though. Several stats in the 90s, but I'm not worried. Just gonna do our best, because after this, we'll try out Delta Dream in the next video. So taking it back with Great Bolero. To think about it, this is the first time I've actually raced him on camera, or, you know, on a video for you guys, since I retired him, right? I haven't played with him for you guys to see. I've raced him offline, like when I've just been doing my own thing, not recording. But for you guys to see me racing with them, this is literally like the first time since I retired him in the playthrough in years, like real life years ago. It's kind of tripped out, isn't it? Those are the Silks too. Oh man, talk about going back in time. Wow. Rough. He always got out well. Ah, Great Bolero, man. I miss this dude. What a horse. I mean, yeah, if you breed Bionic Club and Scabbit, you ought to get a decent horse, you know? But, he was so special for that time. I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure it was a multitude of reasons, but yeah, it just felt like a great time with him. Even though we were at the very beginning of our playthrough, it seemed, and we had not achieved hardly any of the success we have now. But still, it was our first horse that I think was kind of a breakthrough of, okay, you know, we'll be all right in the future. Whether that takes a couple of years or not. But I knew, you know, he was to me the first sign that, you know, we're okay and we're heading down the right path, even if it takes a while to really get there. And the fact that he turned out, at least appearance-wise, completely different from Bionic Club and Scabbit too. I think that's also what made him special, you know. So. Now, he doesn't have great stamina, so I kind of got to play catch-up with him. That's the only way we're going to make this work, you know. So let's see if Great Bolero can beat any of these great horses. It's going to be hard. He may beat a couple. I mean, Formal Opera is right there. Oh, look at the Great Bolero. See, this is... Gosh, that race was longer. He still could have kept charging, man. 8th place. Yeah, it's not a money place finish, but come on. You guys know the best horses in the game. We went through their stats. Great Bolero is not them, and even still, he can beat 6 of them. which includes Formal Opera, Formal Road, Bright Opal. And like I said, if that race was at least a half a furlong longer, we're possibly finishing in the money. This is why we love the great Bolero. He punched above his weight every single time, man. I just feel like you have to pay attention to those things in this game. And that's just me personally. I don't believe in being so fixated purely on stats and purely on pedigree. Like, yes, they're extremely important, but you have to be flexible with what you're given. I took what I got from the great Bolero and I tried to make the best of it. Finishing 8th in a race where he should have been dead last according to the game, and still beating 6 other fantastic, great dirt horses that he shouldn't have beat. Again, it's just proof. What really matters is you being in sync with your horses regardless of the stats. You can figure it out. That's always been my theory, my belief with Gallop Racer. Stats are important, pedigree, all that stuff is important. We'll never say it's not. But the most important asset, the most important value is how in sync with your in-game horse are you? Do you know how to run that horse to the best of their ability? I could give Great Bolero to anybody. Maybe they wouldn't do the same, or vice versa. You guys could give me some of your best horses, and maybe I wouldn't do as great with them, right? Us as individual people and players, we all have our unique feel and rhythm with our horses. You can't duplicate that, and that's special and unique to each individual person. So when it's like, well, I'm good with this horse, you should be too. I don't believe in that. I don't think that's always the case. That's why when I suggest horses, I'm like, give this horse a shot. I'm not saying you're going to achieve the same results, or maybe you'll do better, maybe you'll do worse. But the narrative or the notion that just because one person is good with the horse, everybody else is, I don't believe that. I think we all play the game differently. We all have different playing styles. So next up for this short mini series here for the Gallop Dirt, we'll try Delta Dream, who actually is a legitimate dirt horse with a double S ranking from Formal Opera out of Pink Gemstone. And he's actually a legitimate closer. So this will be really fun to see how he handles this race. That'll be next time out. Appreciate you guys for love and support. Was very good going back to racing with the great Bolero. And gosh, I wish I could get him back in the game, because just seeing him run an effort like that in that race against that type of field, I really, really wish I could have another chance at that with him in a season mode. But the next best thing we have is technically his great-granddaughter, Rapid Blade. She's either his great-granddaughter or his great-great-granddaughter. She's from Butterfly Effect by Long Live Bolero. So that's the closest connection we have to the great Bolero, and I'm hoping, obviously, we can eventually get another horse like him in his family. We're working on it, but still might be one generation away. Appreciate you guys for loving and support. Until next time, though, Horse Racing Gamer signing out. Hope you all have a great and fantastic day. I'll see you later. Goodbye.